We're all over.
Does Belly follow you?
No.
No? Nav?
I'm not sure.
The boy, though, Drizzy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drizzy, we want you on Steady Mobbin podcast.
Yeah. I hope so.
Use the time.
Yo, bro, if you want us in the bed or whatever you want to do, like whatever you just tell us what you want.
On that note,
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You see what I'm saying, guys? It's like the Island Boy thing. Like, it's a man for the fame.
You see? That's why I did not participate.
He's just an Island Boy. He's just trying to make it.
We love hip hop.
I'm just on here so I can get Chromazz.
We already good thing that I already got the red button going on the recorder. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta watch what you say.
Oh man,
Gotta watch what you say.
yeah, just
It's one of those. We got a full house today, man.
is she red natural? All that?
Huh?
Is she natural?
Yeah.
She's natural, eh?
Well, listen, I don't want to speak completely for anybody's surgeries or whatever they do for their bodies, but from what I know about Chromazz body-wise,
Yeah.
all natural.
Jeez,
She looks natural.
Yeah.
it's so flappy and nice. Like, yeah.
Yo, chill.
Wowzers. Wowzers.
That's the homie right there.
Wowzers.
Yo, low key,
That's the type of show we're going to have right now.
I feel, and I guess I've been on record saying this before, I'd be feeling weird talking about Chromazz in a sexual manner.
She's like a sister to you.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Y'all never notice when people bring her Chromazz up around me and they're like, yo, those these though. I'm like,
bro.
I get uncomfortable, fam. Like,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How long have you known her?
I don't like know her, like we don't hang out and stuff, but like I'm saying, like her trajectory, we're around from when she was like 18 when she first came through for an interview, and we weren't even interviewing her
From the start.
Yeah.
How old is she now?
I don't.
4?
Maybe something like that.
That's
Something like
wild.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Chromazz.
Oh, big salute to Chromazz. Let's start with some music here, and then we'll get into some podcasting. You know what I'm saying?
In the drop, big body, yo, white shit look like a
Who told Illuminati J, yo?
Yo,
Damn.
we need more Jay-Z and Jeezy, man.
We need a new Jay-Z album, man.
Yeah, I need Jay-Z like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Teach them kids something.
Didn't he just open up a museum?
He did.
Yeah, he's doing big things.
You see, this is why I like having other podcasters in the building. But let's get it popping. We are it's the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host with the most toast, Friday Ricky Dread, aka Summer Rick, aka Sweatin' Rick, aka 100 Blunts to the Head. We back at it. We over here at the Visionary Art Center, episode 387. We got Dusty Wallace in the motherfucking building.
As usual, Scary Potter. You know what I mean? Watch out for your daughters. You know how I do it. AKA Trap. You know what I mean? Dustifer Wallace, if you want to get really technical with it. You know how I do every day. You know what it is.
God.
Scary hour right now.
Scary hours. And
Yowie.
listen, man. I had both of us had the opportunity to have interviews with these gentlemen here.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I've been really seeing these guys popping up on my timeline on the regular.
Yep.
Sometimes getting some of the interviews that I'm like, yo, why the motherfucker this person didn't pull up on me yet?
Yeah.
Julie. But with no further ado, we got Steady Mobbin in the motherfucking building.
Episode 5.
We're not worthy.
You guys finally made it up.
Okay, so gentlemen, one by one, introduce yourself to the audience. We know who you are, but introduce yourself to the audience.
I go by the name of Glory. You could, excuse me.
Sorry.
When they say they are the most smoked out
World's
podcast,
most smoked out.
they're not joking. I feel like I'm inside an exhaust pipe right now. But anyways, my name is Glory. You could catch me on IG, The Shot Review, Steady Mobbin Podcast.
Yes, sir.
My name is Blaq Mob. One of the co-hosts of the Steady Mobbin podcast. You can find me by looking on our shit. And when you click around, you'll find me. That's how I did it on purpose. It's locked on purpose, but it's Blaq Mob. I need you guys to go find me organically.
And by the way, y'all can shout out your co-host too. I ain't a hater.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Shout out.
Where Brooklyn at?
Where Brooklyn at?
Where Brooklyn at?
Brooklyn.
Where Brooklyn at?
You know what I'm saying? It's all love over here, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I thank you for y'all coming through.
We appreciate it.
Chopping it up with us. We're going into our episode 387. I want to do something like a little different today. I want to have conversation with y'all and then get y'all opinions on some of these different things that Dusty and I be chopping it up on.
Cool.
Love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have like a 4-mic session going on over here. You
Let's
know
do
what I
it.
mean?
Let's do it.
Okay, so even before that, Dusty,
Yeah, wait.
what's going on with you, fam? How's your week been?
There's a lot. Got a new phone.
Finally.
Well, you know
Let's
what I mean? No. But you know what I mean? I'll be, and then as I get the new phone, Instagram won't let me into Instagram.
Oh, man.
So I had to give them like a selfie. And then they're like, 5 business days. And unfortunately, it's not a business day.
A
Yeah.
selfie?
Yeah, I had to give them a selfie.
So to prove your identity that
Yeah,
you're
prove
that
it's
you
me.
who are you are.
Yeah, that is Trapper John.
But have you done the 2-step login thing before?
Yeah, I just skipped it. I said,
You should do that so you don't have to do the photo shit anymore.
Oh, yeah, with the extra. Yeah. I think I did.
Connect it to your cell phone, your number, and it lets you in right away. No issues.
Okay, cool. Technical. Right there. But
They want more of your info, bro.
yeah, I don't need them with all that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Just dealing with my positivity and my mind strength and just keep everything cool, calm, collective, like the other side of the pillow.
See.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
What about you? How you doing?
I've been good, man. I've been good. Staying low. I just came back from Ottawa. Big salute to J Creole. Big salute to KGJ.
Yeah.
They had something going on out there called Hidden or Lit or Light, right? It's like a hustle or what was that? Rhythm and flow type. Canada's Got Talent type thing, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I got to be one of the judges.
Like
fam.
what growers and shit?
No, like artist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I got to get my Simon Cowell on, fam.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I was nice. I wasn't like, yo, you guys are all trash. Like they had some pretty good artists there.
Yeah.
I got to give my constructive criticism and let see who goes on to the next round.
Were you listening to R&B acts as well?
Yeah, there was one singer who started off the show. I apologize. I don't remember the names of everybody. I smoke a lot. You know what I'm saying? But the first person who came through, she was a singer and she blew it away, fam. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So she went on to the next. She got my vote right away.
Right away.
But then there was some people that were there that were just like, their stage presence wasn't there. Like, one artist like forgot their lyrics. So, you know what I mean? Like, it was good to see. And a lot of these people, this is the first time on stage.
Oh, man.
Right? But this is over in Ottawa. I got to go through there for just the one day. I came back the same day. You know what I'm saying? And
it's different.
Yeah, man. And yeah, man, just
something new.
It's cool to be invited to these different things, even get a bag to come out to these different things and do judging and hosting and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Ottawa is a growing city because I'm from there. And the scene is growing rapidly, but the problem is that the distance, that 5-hour, 4-hour drive, man, it'll deter anybody. Like you don't want
to a madman.
No, you just don't want to. You just don't want to drive. You just like that. I ain't going that drive. Like you stay home. You stay wherever you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like but it's growing.
Ottawa's has some exports out of there. Guys like Knight Lavelle who came came out of Ottawa. Who else? City's Fidelia.
I went to high school with them.
Right? Like these guys are doing big things. City had writing sessions with Kanye West and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of the times, low key, the bigger people do come from the Ottawas, Montreal, right? Mindflip, who I just interviewed the other day.
Okay.
This guy has millions of views.
Where's
He's from Gatineau.
Oh, Quebec.
So he's not a Montrealer.
No, he's not from Ottawa, rather. Gatineau is just across the bridge from Ottawa.
Exactly. Right? So
it's Quebec. So
it's Quebec.
It's Quebec, but it's like Quebec and Ontario right beside each other.
Yeah. And he's like a French-speaking guy who learned how to speak English and now gets millions of views rapping in English.
Oh. With a French accent?
When he raps, when he was talking to me, I was like, wait a minute, you got an accent, bro? Because when you hear the tunes, no accent. He's like Celine Dion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Belly's from Ottawa too.
Belly.
Right?
Belly, yeah.
Keisha Shantae's from Ottawa.
Mm-hmm. She is? I didn't know
Originally
from Ottawa.
Originally, then she went to
She's from
Brampton.
Ottawa originally. That's the most slept on fact that she actually is from Ottawa.
Yeah,
she went to a French school.
Oh, for real, eh?
She went to a French school in Ottawa too.
Listen, we got to get her up on the podcast at some point too, man. But yeah, man, that was my weekend, and like by the time this drops, the Chinese kitty show had already happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't give you an update on what that's gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? Just know, like, if you see me posting on Monday, that means we made it through. We're alive.
Yeah.
No, nothing like that. But yeah, man. Okay, I want to get to you guys here, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a question for you guys, man. That's been boggling my brain from the time I pulled up on y'all. How the are you guys on episode 500 and something, fam?
I can answer that question.
Please.
So I did like during the COVID lockdown, I did 500 episodes, but they were like just me talking about like pop topics and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I did 500. I did 500 of those by myself. And sometimes I had other people join me on phone calls. I'd record phone calls.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I would do it from my laptop, and I had a microphone, and I had the whole setup. Like I have you know what I mean? And so I just kept on going, and I did them in 30-minute segments. So that built up quickly, and I was doing them like anytime I had a conversation with anybody about anything like pop culture
related.
Yeah.
I would just record it. Just record it. So I saved it. I have it in a drive, and eventually I may sell it for NFT. In the
so it's
future.
not on any platform.
They're not released.
I took it down. I took it down. It was under Chromazz. Chromazz is like my other project that I have going on.
Okay.
And so I took it down, and it's literally it's in a drive. If people in the future want to buy it off me, I'll put it up as an NFT.
So technically, with me and him, we're probably about
40 almost now.
Really? Is it 40 episodes?
It's 40 episodes up there.
We got to double check.
We're at 40. We're at 40.
Yeah. Because I'm there like, we're on episode 387.
Yeah.
And I know, like,
you know what's so crazy? I also did it that way because I knew you were going to question.
Yo, I'm there like, wait a minute. Where did this podcast come from? That was just like doing the submersive submarine thing, like
just staying low.
You know what I'm
just
saying?
Staying low, like just watching everybody.
Just creep past and then just popped up on the other side. Hey, 500. Yo,
hi guys. No, but yeah, no, that's
500 for him.
The fact that you're questioning me about that is exactly what I wanted.
It's a conversation piece.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. And if people want it in the future, they can buy it off as an NFT once the NFT comes back, of course. Okay. Right now that shit's done, right? Like the whole cryptocurrency shit.
Yeah, and also you guys can license it. You don't even have to wait for NFTs and stuff like that. If somebody wants to license back catalog and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And even with you now, Glory, like I remember having a conversation with you, and you revealed that you were part of some big things back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was a part of the DVD era. I had a hip hop DVD in 06, Juice DVD. We did 2 volumes. That's when DVDs were really popular. It was like pretty much the only way underground rappers could really get their music out there. And we had the likes of Drake on there, Richie Sosa, T Minus, Soundsmith.
Hold on, sound effects.
There we go. Nemesis when he was rapping.
Oh man.
We had the place on fire. We had strippers on there. At the time, bum fights was really popular. So we did like a bum fights-esque type of segment. And we also have a segment on there called Crackhead Confessions.
I remember.
Yeah. You know what? Looking back, I'm like, man, I really played Russian roulette with my life because I was in areas I shouldn't be in. And them times, having a camera in certain areas
is a no-no.
Is an absolute no-no. But for the most part, you know, we got a pass from a couple of the OGs. They love the attention. You know, they just wanted people to just say, yo, like
Seen y'all in their hood.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And we buy like a 2-4 beer, give it out to people, and
And then you entice them to fight right after?
What?
You get them drunk and entice them to fight? Is that what you said?
Those guys don't fight, man. And went into a couple crack houses, interviewed a couple of people, and they told us our story. I mean, their story. And it was definitely a moment.
Okay, give me like that Drake video, like the infamous one where he pulls up in the whip and he rolls on the window and stuff, and he's like, "Yo, you listening to Juice DVD?" Yeah.
Boy DR, aka that's me. You know how the story goes. And I'm shouting out the Juice DVD All Stars. I hold you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What was happening that day?
It was outside of
JD's, maybe?
a bar in Brampton, and it was It was a JD era show.
Yeah. Hold on. Were they looking for Aristo? I'm just playing. Keep going.
No, I'm actually trying to. No, I think this was pre-Aristo.
Spinning the block.
Pre-Aristo.
Pre-Aristo.
Because I was really thinking, I'm like, where did
whoa.
Yeah, there was this pre-Aristo, JD era. He invited us out to one of his shows, and at that time, him and Drake were cool, and that's how we met Drake. And at the time, Drake's single "City Is Mine" was doing numbers on Flow. It was doing its thing. And we built a relationship up with Drake. Did a couple of interviews with him. I went to his casting call for Replacement Girl. We got behind the scenes of that. We brought a stripper with us to try out. She didn't make it, but it's a good experience.
You know what I mean? I feel you.
Yeah. So
that's that Toronto history, though, right there. That a lot of the younger generation needs to tap into.
Absolutely.
And dig, because we were diggers. Like, I know our generation was more like, we had to figure out the artists. So we would dig so far that we would know certain little things about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
like, to hear that, it's like, bro, I was a young youth.
And I'm gonna upload probably a couple segments from Juice DVD Volume 2. So Drake, obviously, like, people are gonna want to see that.
Yeah.
I think we have an interview with Boy Wonder.
Wow.
T- on there. So and probably maybe Crackhead Confessions. We'd have to edit that pretty hard.
Yeah.
No,
that might be a hard YouTube. You can get it on Rumble though.
There's certain parts like these. Like, at the end of the day, these people are real people. So the title's inflammatory, but they're telling us their story. And it's like a real conversation. And, how they ended up in the circumstance that they were in at the time. So I think it'd be interesting. And
Softway Underbelly does that anyway.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Software.
Do me a favor. Can you put that on silent? You're the phone there.
My bad.
We're doing an audio podcast.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? We're taking y'all.
My
to
show's
audio
out loud,
experience.
My bad.
I got audio ears. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I've been hearing it, but I was just like waiting for you to say something.
Shit.
Now with you guys with the podcasting, right?
Yes, sir.
You say you started during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
You, Glory, was this something that was in the plans from before?
I always had a fascination with media, being a personality. I tried doing my own thing on YouTube, and that was all right. But I felt like I could produce better product with an exchange with a person. So Juice Kamakachi posted a picture of himself. Was it with you?
Yeah.
I guess him and Mob in a picture, and I'm really close with Juice.
Yep. Salute to Juice.
Salute to Juice.
And I commented on his page, and then Blaq Mob saw my comment. I don't know what prompted him to reply or check out my page, but he checked out my page. He loved what I was doing. And I guess he saw something in me. There was just a vibe, energy about me that he appreciated. And he reached out to me and he's like, yo, I'm looking for a co-host. I want you to be a part of this. And I was like, yeah, say less. And that was probably last year, October, September.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, roughly. And it's been a partnership since then.
But to answer your question, the whole media thing wasn't like, I didn't start with the podcast.
Okay.
If you look at my channel, Crux Nest, I launched it was a channel basically was trying to, I hate to say it, but I was trying to fill in the gap that Vice media left in Toronto.
Yeah.
And so we're doing hard.
Excuse me.
We're doing hard hitting pieces. I don't know if you know who Jaw Gray is.
No. Put me on.
So Jaw Gray is a photographer / artist in Toronto. He nobody knew that he was transgendered.
What?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah, nobody knew he was transgendered. They was born a different sex.
Yeah, but he was born what?
A female.
Trans man. He's a trans man.
Trans man.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
great. Okay.
Born. Nobody knew. So, and he's a big artist in Toronto. He had a lot of pieces all over. Like, there's some pieces downtown you'll see of his pieces, and he gave us the privilege to produce a small documentary on it in 2017 for Pride Week, for the Pride Month.
Mhm.
So we got that done. What I did was basically sit back and executive produced it. Like, I had guys who come up to me, be like, "Hey, I have an idea. Let's do it this way."
Yeah.
And I'd review it and I'd be like, "Okay, what do we need to do? How much do we need to get done?" And then we would get it done. A couple of the pieces were about a 16-year-old single father, and that garnered like 250,000 views in like
Wow.
in like 2 days. In 2 days,
That's
and,
crazy.
Yeah, and we dropped right on Father's Day. And it's just we also did an interview with Director X back then, and it was cool. Like it was coming up, and then you guys popped in 2017.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, these guys are just way better than I was, and I had to take a seat back and watch everything fizzle and like see you guys come up.
Stop this, bro. You're telling us that we your dreams up, fam. Big salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club, with delivery all over the GTA and now all across Canada. They got the best selection of flour, edibles, and pens, and all types of goodies that you need. You can find them on their Instagram page, DiamondClub_Canada, or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed app, as well as the Leafy Things app. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop Network, and they may give you a discount. Big salute to Diamond Club. Cheer!
Yeah, he's told me this personally on a phone call.
Wow!
I've seen
personally on a phone call.
I've seen. Like we came up at the same time, and when I saw what you're doing, I was like, yo, this guy is way more equipped than I am. He knows what he's doing. I'm gonna take a seat and I'm gonna watch him do his thing.
Yo, thank you, but yo, fam,
Dream
you just got
chatterer.
me feeling mad guilty right now.
No,
bro.
it's good. No, it's good.
Man.
It's good.
Don't play. I'm not.
It's great because what you've done is you've created such a space in Toronto that not even like and with Dusty and the other hosts who were here, what you guys created is just everybody knows who you are and more. Like I'm starting to see more American channels are picking you up, which is amazing, which is great.
Respect.
And it's due time. It's like
Absolutely.
it's time.
Yep.
And that's the thing I always appreciated about this platform, because when I was trying to do the media thing, staying consistent was always the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Because, like when life is life and you still got to put the content out there.
That's right.
I don't know how you do it because I'm the type of personality, if I'm going through something, chances are that something is going to win.
Yeah.
And I know it's not a good trait to have, but that's just, being honest. So I always salute you guys for staying consistent and doing it over 6 years is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No, respect.
It's more than 6 years actually.
Whatever.
February is going to go on. It's going to make 7, but part of the secret is that I'm a simulation. So I'm not actually really here, bro. You know what I'm saying? The other
I see you drinking.
Yeah.
The Kofi, the real guy, he's somewhere in Bora Bora chilling. You're seeing the simulation, hearing the simulation in the audio. You know what I'm saying? AI works way faster.
Yeah, the man's drinking iced coffee without any milk, yo. He is a simulation.
No, there's a little drop of milk in there. You know what I'm saying? But it's more like motor oil to keep my cybernetic parts working.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But like even with the podcasting game, right?
Yes,
like,
sir.
Now that you guys are in this podcasting game, right? What's one of the biggest obstacles you see podcasting in Toronto?
You want to go
I'll
first?
let you answer.
The biggest issue with podcasting So you mean like externally or
no, just like because one thing, and I'll give you an idea of like what I'm talking about, right? I'll interview somebody from one end, and then somebody from another end might have an issue with that.
Oh yeah,
that's something that we face.
But they're in the comments though, or they're in the DM.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yo, pussy, run up.
Sure.
To you.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's wild, son.
Yo, you know what this is? All that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
all that stuff. I've seen all of that in my DMs, right?
That's wild.
This is a side effect of podcasting in Toronto.
That's wild.
Wow.
Right? What about with you guys? You guys see that type of stuff or something different?
Nothing on that level.
Yet.
Well, you know what?
We try to.
No.
Okay.
Yet.
Okay. So we're gonna kind of get into the weeds on this a little bit.
Let's go.
Yeah.
For me personally,
now
there is a type of artists that I tend to stay away from. If I'm keeping it a buck, right?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
I'm very critical. I analyze everything. I even analyze their response in certain situations that I may pick up on.
Yeah.
And if they have a characteristic to me that I feel is volatile,
you're not doing it.
And they could be, one of the biggest names out. I have no desire to be a part of that because I know where it can lead. And I know that person has an issue with that type of, with another person. So I know having that person on my platform in that person's eyes could be seen as a cosign. And it's like, no, we're media. We interview people. Yeah. Your issue with that rap has nothing to do with me. But I understand that, maybe from their perspective, it's like, yeah, Steady Mobbin got XYZ on here.
Dissing, fam.
You're dissing.
Dissing.
So me personally, with that rap prototype that I'm talking about, I really kind of keep my distance.
The art music. Art music.
Gully.
Whatever, people could fill in the blanks. You got smart audience. I'm very selective with who I want to be around.
Our audience gonna be some might be on your head top.
I mean, I'm not being disrespectful, but
are you ready for that, Glory?
I am absolutely ready.
When you have someone in the Steady Mobbin say, "Hey, y'all." Y'all,
so
where's my interview?
With the man
no, you didn't see me message you. Where's my interview?
Well, but the thing is, people will see this, and no one can say that I'm actually wrong. Nobody can say I'm wrong.
Where's my interview?
They may not like it, but they can't say I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Back to your original question. So far, for me, the journey's been great in terms of like guests and like it's been pretty smooth. Like there's little minor things, but nothing that I would even like consider putting on a list.
Yeah.
If there were issues that I would have to point out, it's more internal within the company. But those are situations I'll keep between us.
Yeah, for sure. Off camera.
And
I answer emails and shit, I fuck up. But no, to answer your question, to extend actually on Glory, we haven't had that situation yet. I just wanted to make it clear that I'm. What's that guy's name from downtown? The cat's name. The light skinned cat.
Casper?
Yeah, I'm scared to that motherfucker.
I'm
scared.
Casper, you're giving niggas the EBGBs over here.
I'm 6'3". I'm 6'3", 300 pounds.
Yeah,
but I'm so scared of that motherfucker.
Wow. I have to laugh. That was great.
But
that was great.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was the greatest thing.
So guys like him, unfortunately, they're not looking for us. We're not looking for them.
Watch now. Oh yeah,
but I love him. But he gives me. He has raw energy that's also scary. But it's kind of amusing. But those kind of guys don't come to us. Nobody bugs us. And if they do bug us, we won't respond.
What about friends or like people that you've known from back in the days? And let me not say friends, colleagues. Okay. I've received this, and Dusty, you know what I'm talking about, right? Where people like from back in the days, and they're like, "So fam, so what? You got the thing going on? Like, when am I gonna get on?" Right? And now it's like you're in that dance of like, bro, like, what are you really doing now? Like, walk on. Like,
I got a couple of those.
Please.
And I saw a DM from someone who DM'd him saying that they knew me.
Oh man!
And I don't know this person, but maybe I cross paths with them and it's just not clicking. But yeah, it's at the point now where like, yeah, people are calling him favors. Like, what about me? There are people hitting him up and doing the whole like, association thing. I know Glory.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So, but I see that as a good thing, man, because it shows that we're doing something and people want to jump on the bandwagon.
People are noticing.
Yeah, people are noticing. So I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing. I think as we keep elevating, it'll probably get a lot more intense where people feel like, they're entitled to something. But I've never had a problem with telling people, like, go suck yourself. So,
you got to learn how to use the word no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How about you? Like,
I've received multiple times where like people who
And you're a
I've been
manager,
arranged
too.
with,
Yeah, okay.
people
Really?
who I've done shows with back in the days and stuff like that. Not like close personal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I've had some close personal relationships that have been kind of severed over the years from doing what I do over here. It can get touchy, bro.
oh, absolutely. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? I've had
It's
people
funky.
go crazy online on me about like not getting on the show. You know what I mean? Because they just felt that they were entitled to have a spot. But I look and I'm like, you're not really doing much.
so if you have a relationship with them and they reach out, you say no.
Done.
More times out of 10, like that whole relationship is done. It's a wrap.
Well,
Like,
on their
people get-
side, they feel so. But like, what was the relationship? Like, that's why I brought in that word to colleague. I didn't say
Got it.
friend.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Got
Your
it.
friends will deal with you accordingly. They'll be like, yo, fam, they're not gonna have those expectations if you're your friend.
Got it.
But these people who are your colleagues, they'll be like, I know you. And like you just mentioned, you didn't really know this guy.
Yeah.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
You might have done some shows with them. You might have had a couple of interactions at a radio station or
Yes.
something.
Oh, those were awkward.
Yes.
Doesn't necessarily mean that because we did this back in the days that I owe you something now.
Got it.
And you ain't doing nothing now.
Got
Especially,
If you ain't doing nothing now,
right?
I ain't doing nothing.
And then
Diddly
you got
squat.
the legacy, like, yo, people know me out here, period. This is my legacy. And I'm like, I don't want to be the one to diss, but like these little niggas don't care about that, bro.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate, like, people don't understand, right? Because people, like, you got to understand why someone is saying no. And a lot of times it requires you to take yourself from your perspective and see it from their perspective. And I have a lot of times people are unable to separate those two things.
Yeah.
And they take it personal as a diss. And as we all know here, with a particular situation, it goes to a point where it doesn't even need to go to that point. Like, it's like, it's a no. It's your platform. Respect it. Maybe try to understand why he said no and keep it moving.
No, it can get like that, but like I feel that this is something that it happens in a lot of different cities. But Toronto is more receptive to this type of behavior because we're all still trying to make it, man.
Yes.
So when people feel a slight, they're like, "Yo, fam, you're cutting me off from getting to the golden land, bro, to the promised land."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you automatically be put in this gatekeeper type of position.
But would they remember you if they were in your position?
Oh, they probably go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So and you're not doing that. I'm not doing that. So,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get what you're saying though.
And everyone thinks they're somebody.
But I also what I do is what I do. Because I'm a very smart individual, right? And I have my hands in a lot of things. So what I do is I know something can't work for you over here. I be like, hey, I got something going on over here.
Yeah.
I can help you out over here with this. So it kind of buffers it.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I'm on road. I don't have to watch my head back. Because at least, you know what I mean? They know I'm over here at radio. I'm over here doing some potting. I'm over here.
Does it get to that point where when you're on the street, like you kind of have to
No.
be aware?
No.
I've had situations where people, somebody's pressed me about an interview.
Yeah, and like
On some street shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
and that's
Crazy.
a
For
weird
an interview?
But not pressed where it was like I felt like they put hands on me.
I
or
know
something
what
like
you
that.
mean, but
They're talking in a harsh tone where I'm like,
That's wild.
this can go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I diffused it diplomatically, like I've always done. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But like, I'm like, wow, it can go there.
Salute to you because man, that is so weird. Like
weirdo.
you're actually pressuring someone to
Yeah.
talk to you.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Crazy.
It don't be only
that to me is crazy. It's like somebody like, yeah.
I just give them what they want.
I want you to talk to me
me
for an hour.
And go figure out
Or else.
my legacy. They ain't did nothing.
Or else.
They don't have no gold
man.
record. They ain't got nothing to offer the game, but they think they switched the game.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, a lot of people out here who like are in the industry remotely feel like there's somebody that should be sat down with and spoken to. And
Hold
like,
on, I got some.
no.
Some people are delusional.
Yeah,
What's your
absolutely.
I got something for that. I'm done.
Jeez!
I'll be producing.
That was perfect. That was a perfect song.
Come and talk to me. I really wanna.
I think I'm gonna title it that.
Oh, that was good. Come and
Yo,
talk to me.
I'll just give them what they want. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, you want like if they get pressing, like that means something's wrong mentally, like mental health
Issues?
yeah. If it gets to that
No,
point,
if they feel entitled to something that they haven't done nothing to be entitled about, is what strikes me, and that might get me mad. To
Well,
tell you
know
to
what?
tell you the truth.
Blaq Mob speaks for himself
Yeah.
because I'm up. Like,
no,
Yeah, you look like that glory.
She's a grid.
Yeah, you're just not having it.
He's a
he be
grid.
doing the interview by himself because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have someone bully me into.
No, I'm not.
Are you mad? What are you talking about right now?
Imagine this 6'3" nigga. Oh, and I make him sit down.
And I'm not a street guy. I'm not about that life. Like, I am a civilian.
Yeah,
Through
you
and
on the
through.
sidewalk.
But I'm also deep on principle
You're
and
a
just
man.
integrity.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna bully me into interviewing. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you guys even a question with the guest thing. I'll split it into two parts. How do you get guests first? And then two, what's the most amount of people that a guest has ever come with?
Usually, how do we get guests?
Yes, let's start with how do you get the guest?
A lot of pestering, DMing, messaging. Contact my manager, messaging the manager not responding, going back to and then back and forth, and it could just be a process for a few months, whatever. But if the guest is worth the energy, you're gonna stick with it. You're gonna understand it's nothing personal.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. We've never had like a huge entourage of people show up on our set.
The most people, I'm not gonna front. It was.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna front. The most people is cut between two
I know
podcasts.
you're gonna.
Two podcasts.
Okay.
It was the three balaclava dudes.
Okay.
They had a whole mob with them. They pulled up. And the other one was the Gutsy show when he pulled up.
Yeah.
And he had like.
But they were really nice. They
They were so
food.
polite. They were so polite.
They brought us food, bought pizza.
Good.
So yeah, having them there was like, it was cool, man, because they were just so good and they were just really nice to us.
Yeah. No, I've had to, over the years, tell guests ahead of time, 2 to 3 people tops.
Yeah.
And if I forget, oh man.
And when you tell them 2, 3 people, do they actually listen or do they
Yeah,
say,
for the most part, yeah.
Some man's pull up by themselves.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
Yeah.
Boom.
I
In
mean-
and out, do your interview,
No.
quick, like not like a lot of like chairs I gotta be moving around and stuff like that. Man,
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
right.
I felt like if we were podcasting during like the heart of the DVD era, you probably would have like 13, 15 people show up each time. Because there was a lot of squads back then.
That used to be
Yeah,
us.
and everybody's trying to make
That
it.
was
And everybody
lot
trying to
of
make
squads,
it. Everybody trying to make it them time. Make it. Make it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it in their eyeballs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we're getting to the top.
Are you still rapping?
Here and there. I got a single coming out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Humble brag.
Yeah.
little something, little video.
Mhm.
So tell us about your how'd you hook up with Vice?
Oh,
This nigga podcasting.
You doing your research, huh?
I saw it like years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
I didn't realize till like a couple months, like maybe a year ago. And then when I was with you, I didn't really talk about it because like we had so many other things to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when I was driving back from Quebec City, because I was staying in Quebec City, when I was driving back, I had the back of my head. I'm like, yo, he was on Vice.
Yeah. Because in that era, I was that cool kid.
Yeah.
And only cool kids get on Vice.
2017.
And it's a different
I remember
niche.
those times.
It's a different niche. You had the Jazz Cartiers, then you got Dusty Walla.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was really outside. I'm on the road. So it was the uniqueness of me where I forgot I think his first name was Lucas. I'm not too sure.
Fritz the Cat and them types?
Slava?
I'm not too sure who did that. Sorry, I am sure, but I'm not too sure right now at this moment who did the write-up. Who did the write-up and I can't just...
Eli?
Could be. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Those times I was coming off of being viral for Yoey.
Okay.
So what happened was I took a little break, which I always do, to come back bigger and better. And I took the time to get with clothing. So I turned fashion into music.
Yeah, it was Queen Street West.
I combined fashion into where now, yes, DS13, the clothing line now is in stores. Okay? Creeps down on Spadina there.
Okay.
Sorry. And that is how, and then after it got a couple, then what I was doing with the music was getting placements in TV shows. You know what I mean? I put out a record, LP called, Reality Check. And it was connected to music. It was connected to fashion. So when you bought our shirts and you got the tag,
this QR code,
it went right to my album.
Sick.
Woo! Look at that.
So then right there, Rolling Stones picked it up, and then that's when Vice kind of came through. And then I had another single coming out at the time, which was Flexin' with Pimpton.
I remember that one.
We did that video in the Sky Dome in Roberto Alomar's room. If you really take it in. If you really take that video in, we're in the Sky Dome in the hotel rooms in Roberto Alomar's room. Big penthouse thing, right?
Those are big names, yo.
Yeah. So, and then that's what made it end up on Vice in those situations, because I was just doing things organically that was making sense in that, I wouldn't say it, that hip hop hipster world.
So how much coke did you do?
You know what? None. It was a lot of Molly those times and shit
Molly,
like that.
eh?
You know what I'm saying? So, that was a difference, right? That was just a difference, right? So that's how we worked into it. Yeah. It's about to light up.
You know,
nice.
So I got a question for you.
He's from Saskatchewan, might I add too, eh?
That's
Pimpton,
wild.
he wild. I went on tour with him. We be signing butts, breasts. It's crazy. The whole West Coast knows about this guy. Anyway,
Did you feel pressured to leave Canada?
Never. And I have. And then when I went, you see me pop up on the gram with Gucci, man. I haven't seen nobody do that yet.
Except for Tory.
But that's Tory. And let's call this. Tory would know that in a sense, I'm a lower level artist, but on the same level, I could be in the same rooms as them. Because money longer than train smoke, motherfuckers.
Speaking of Tory, what are your thoughts on was it like there was something Megan Kunif released saying that I guess Tory looks despondent, depressed.
Wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely.
For real.
Wouldn't you motherfucking be? You went from smoking blunts every day to
But I believe
fucking
his
girls.
team. But I believe his team came out and said that was a lie or something to that effect.
I think he got swapped out, bro. He got into a swap out.
We're in the jail.
I don't know. I don't want to be spreading fake news or anything like that. But
he got his ass whooped.
No, but he's in isolation though, right?
He's in isolation he's like dolo, so he's like solitary.
Poor guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're whooping on him.
And he said he wants to be, like, I guess, in general pop.
He's an idiot.
Oh,
that'd be crazy.
He wants to connect with the people. And
yes, I did hear about that. He wants, he's known.
Dusty, you're saying he shouldn't?
Well, like, if you're at a certain point where you're like, you're not in a gang, you ain't in no gang, you're not no gang member. You're an artist that got in some trouble.
He's high profile.
You're high profile. Bruh, imagine I caught him. Me and him cellmates now. Be like, yo, Beagle.
I need some money.
Oh
Money.
my God.
I already have you tied up in your cell. In our cell together. You're on the top of the bunk. You're underneath the bottom bunk?
Yeah.
I got you tied up on the top part under the bottom bunk.
Call your people.
Like there's a cell phone and everything. You're like, help.
But talking about, haven't we had rap celebrities being general pop?
Yeah, but you gotta
Prodigy.
understand they're probably
R.I.P.
they
They're probably clicked off.
but you gotta understand, Mobb Deep is, let's say, a gang.
I think Lil Wayne was in general pop too.
Lil Wayne.
But Lil Wayne is a Suwu blood member.
Yeah.
Remember, I said you're not in a gang,
Got it.
dog. If you're in a gang,
not.
you bet. If I'm in the gang, I'm throwing up my things. I'm jumping in there.
I'd be
like,
mad if I was Tory. I'd be like,
Yeah.
yo, why aren't you letting me out to be around my gang?
gang,
Got it.
You know
right?
what I'm saying?
But
Right,
what gang?
exactly.
What gang does he have?
No, but
That's what we're saying.
If he was part of
Yeah.
But if he was part of a gang, then yeah, you go
But-
general pop.
But he has enough money and resources where he could reach out to maybe one of the OGs in LA.
I'm
and be
still
like, yo,
gonna blackmail you.
No, but at least he'll be safe.
Yeah, but Wack is still like, hey, you better pay OG Bobby Jackson over there.
That's probably already happening already.
Exactly. Wack
Yeah.
is still like, yo, you have to pay OG Bobby Jackson over there. 'cause you know what it is,
I
right?
like 20
to use the
G's.
toilet on the good side, right? That's $1,000.
Maybe the check already cleared, and he's like, "Fam, can you get me out of here?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
once I get to general pop, I'm actually good."
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
I'm just speculating. I'm podcasting.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
Right?
From a common sense
Maybe
perspective,
the
like
check cleared, bro.
you would hope, like he has an understanding, like, yo, this is not Canada. Like,
Yeah, the Illuminati
you're
got him, bro.
LA,
You're gonna have to fight as soon as you get on range.
you
Or go
are,
In general population, right?
you're a
Exactly.
you're a millionaire. So
Right?
to a lot of these guys, you look like a dinner plate.
You
right?
are fam. You getting this letter like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen to you, right?
Shout out to Tory regardless,
Shout out
man.
to
I
Tory.
wish him all the best.
The
to be
Illuminati
honest.
got him, bro. The Illuminati.
Meek got flack for
What did Meek say?
he said free Tory at the Rolling Loud show, and they were on his head top on Instagram and all the.
Why are they mad about that?
Because in their sense, he got found guilty for shooting Megan.
I mean, this is something we see in hip hop all the time about literally any rapper that gets
so then
arrested.
niggas should stop calling women bitches then.
Yeah, but yo,
or
but,
stop
yo,
saying free niggas on free you when you're done your time.
How do you feel about that?
I don't say it.
Yeah, you can't.
No, but just people saying it in general. Just like,
People could do whatever they
Yeah.
want to do. For me personally, and I've been on air saying this multiple times.
Yeah.
The only time you ever hear me say free that person, like the other day when we were talking about Burner Bands, I was like, free him because I feel that he was a victim of his circumstance.
Yeah.
oh,
And-
okay, got it.
And
Yeah.
the things that happened with his case, it was like, damn, bro.
So you're
bro.
selective with who you say that about.
Exactly.
You
but
better
if you're
be.
out there shooting indiscriminately into a
Yeah,
crowd or whatever,
and almost kill people
And
kill
that's the part that annoys me with our culture, because it's like it would be clear, right? It's not speculation. Like, this person did X, Y, Z.
Mhm.
Innocent people were put in danger,
Yeah.
and then people will say free, and I'm like, why would you want this person free? I'm a father. I got a wife. I got a family. I don't want to be hit by somebody else's bullet
Yeah.
because these.
But it
two saw
has
each
no
other.
name.
Like it's crazy to me.
or
And
if the
you want
person
that
murdered somebody, it's like, no, free him. Why? So
Why?
he can come murder you?
Didn't a
Dum,
white
dum,
lady
dum.
get shot? Like, was it last week?
It was last week, fam.
Yeah, where was that?
41-year-old lady, she
Yo,
got shot
Queen
Leaside.
and Queen and Carla.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, it was Carla. Yeah, Leaside area, right?
Yeah.
She's
Actually,
dead.
I was driving
She
by
died?
the area.
Yeah, man.
She passed?
Straight
Yes.
bullet, straight bullet in the head. Imagine.
No.
In the head. A
She had
straight
two
bullet in
kids.
the head.
I missed this one.
2 kids.
Yeah,
last Friday, bro.
these guys got into a shootout.
Or
around
2
the
Fridays.
area.
Yeah, last Friday.
And then
What
boom.
was it, like late in the night?
No, it was in the
morning?
afternoon, fam. I
Just-
drove past the area and there was a place was tape off.
Just a regular man just start bake off like that?
Yeah,
On
they-
site
Yep,
On site and missed each other.
and hit the lady.
and hit the lady.
How?
Yeah, 41-year-old white lady.
If she knew she was gonna pass that morning, she wouldn't have went outside. Damn.
Yeah, straight up,
Damn. I
fam.
knew those 2 idiots were in the place. Were around her. She
Yo,
wouldn't even have went outside.
but speaking on free people and what have you in our culture,
Mm.
Yeah.
do people forget that Tupac went to jail
For what?
The
Rape?
R word.
for-
Yeah,
No, he
yeah, yeah.
did. Yeah, but he got set up. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He got set
Okay,
up.
so
dog.
can we safely say that Tory Lanez?
Yeah,
Was
I
that
feel
up?
like some Illuminati white guy jumped out the bush and was like, bang, And then he's like, got him. Boom. And like Corey was sitting there, literally, man, put the green gun in his hand, like, and goes, you're going down. And he's just like, what? And then boom, like everything just went down like this. And it went, I swear to God.
Matching to the fit.
Yeah, like he already knew what color he was gonna. Yo, bro, I felt like that at first.
What color you got on? Green?
Time out.
Here's a green one.
Time out. Okay. I get the conspiracy theory thing, right?
Yeah.
But the thing that pushed it over the edge for me, because at first I was like, okay, he probably did that shit. Then it got closer to the trial. I'm like, shit, I'm not sure.
Yeah, man.
And then the jailhouse phone call.
Scary time.
Kind of said, you know what? That sounds like a guilty dude to me.
Yo, there's AI, right? Guys, there's AI. They probably, that's probably
and
not
a
even
lot
his
of
voice.
people, a lot of people,
Corey's voice.
A lot of people shifted their position once they heard that jailhouse phone call.
That was a kind of nail in the coffin.
Because it was like, yo, free Tory, that dropped, and people are like, shit.
But yeah, that phone call, but hold on, what is the phone call? That phone call didn't say anything. All he sounded like was he's really remorseful of a situation.
A person doesn't have to say I did something in order to know that they did something.
I don't know. That phone call to me,
so
he didn't say straight up, I shot her.
So
I shot the broad. I'm sorry.
Is that the other girl, I forget her name,
Chelsea,
she shot her,
did it, then why would he be apologizing to her?
Because he's fucking both.
He had sex with both of them.
No, but that's not what it was about.
Okay, hold on. Back to the original thing is though, the reason with the free thing for Tory is because some people some people feel he got railroaded and that he didn't shoot nobody, and then some people feel that he did. So if you feel that
he wasn't convicted on shooting someone. He was convicted on
discharging.
No, assault.
Yeah,
an assault with a firearm and discharge of a firearm and
the three.
Yeah, like he was charged with all three.
Damn,
so if you're under the belief that he actually did shoot Megan, then you're gonna be mad at somebody for saying free Tory. But if you're like, nah, man, this is a conspiracy, fam. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then it's like, nah, free him. So it's kind of like he's in a murky or kind of a wavy territory with this one because not everybody believes that Tory actually did this.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah,
now, let's say R. Kelly, if you're like free R. Kelly and everybody believes that R. Kelly, peed on them girls and the dungeons and all that type of stuff. Now people are looking at you like, yo, what? So everybody gets to free me, bro? Come on, man.
No, you're right.
And to be clear, I don't want people to get this misconstrued. I'm not one of those people who's saying Tory shouldn't be free. I actually feel like he should be free, even though I do believe he
could have nailed.
He whatever. Man. I don't want to see him do 12 years.
Nah.
I feel like there's other punishments.
Like what he's going through already.
Yeah, the deportation.
I don't want him deported either.
No, he's going to get deported regardless.
I think his father's an American citizen, so I don't think he's going to get deported.
No, he's getting deported regardless.
His father did not do the crime.
And the law is the law.
Yeah, no. If your old man is an American citizen, by law he.
That's not true.
Yeah,
no, but the law is the law as far as
he's a Canadian citizen.
The amount of time that he has to hold for the charges that he got, right, or the convictions that he got. It don't make no. We can't have it any less just because we like his slaps, fam.
I know, true that.
True.
Slaps are still there.
If Lil Ray Ray gets charged with assault and discharging a firearm, then he has to do 15.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about what happens to Lil Ray Ray. Lil Ray Ray ain't got no slaps.
I feel like that's extensive.
But yeah.
12, you think the 12 is?
Lil Ray Ray is doing 20 for it.
For discharging?
No, I'm just saying some random guy from Los Angeles of all places where this thing happened.
Ray Ray.
Lil Ray Ray.
Little Ray Ray.
20 for half of that.
Yeah, and it happened in LA.
You know what about Little Ray Ray?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's probably getting the lenient side of what's going on right now.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, he hasn't been convicted yet. We're still in speculatory land.
So but he was convicted of one crime.
No, he hasn't been convicted of nothing yet. They've been pushing back his sentencing. His sentencing is in October now.
No, but the court found him guilty.
It's the sentence, like he's been convicted.
But he got convicted of the one charge.
No, all three.
All three charges?
Yes. Now the sentencing has to come to see how much is the judge going to really give him. They might give him 5 and he's off of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the next 2-3 years.
That's what I was saying.
Right? But if they give him 15, that's what those type of charges hold. I'm not saying that I want him to have that at all. But this is just what the law is.
He'll He'll be on this couch in 3 years.
Pull up, fam. Do a phone. Collect, fam. I'll be one of your phone people on the list, fam. I'll accept that.
So, like you've told pretty much, like you make it clear that like you've been a part of the system, you know how this shit works. Do you feel that Tory not showing remorse, owning up to what he did, going after the district attorney is going to play a part in his sentencing and the harshness of it?
You want my honest opinion? Yeah. Well, I'm not going to knock it, I guess. But of course, that shit plays a part, fam. Like, you can't be like, oh, the judge, I'm a black man. So, like, what are you trying to say? I'm racist? Like, like you can't, once you start saying, because I'm a black man, you're putting it on the judge, like, yo, what? So what? Now you're trying to play the race card on me, fam? Some people, old heads too, they ain't playing that, bro.
Nah.
Like, fam, don't try to call me a racist, even though I know I am.
Yeah, and you shot your own kind. So don't be trying to get Jesus in this and my racist ancestors in this, bro. You shot the bitch or not?
Yeah. Because I feel like generally, like just from a common sense perspective, like they want to see some remorse. You just got to play the role and just hope that, maybe could shave off some time.
He should have got on the stand, bro.
Go cry, nigga. Just
he should have got on that stand and cried.
Show your tears.
Well, he was about to cry in the letter he wrote. He's like, I'm a black man. I don't want to be thrown away. I don't want to leave the United States.
No, the cameras are not on him anymore. When the cameras were on you, show like real tears coming down your face. All that. Go to the acting coach, figure out how to make them tears come out, do whatever you need to do.
Be like, I want to do the white tears. Show me how to do the white tears.
White tears are the best. Why do you think they use them, fam? As soon as that start coming out, the eye ducket, bro. Run for cover, fam.
I want the white tear package.
Yeah.
Prayers to all parties involved.
Yeah, for real. Okay, I got a couple of topics. I'm really short on topics today, but I do have a few.
It's okay.
I don't want to bring up Adam22 again. I swear to God.
You know my theory on this
one. Adam22, come by. We love hip hop.
Don't say the word come. Pause.
That's a reach.
Swing by. Swing.
We love hip hop.
Slide.
And then swing.
Slide.
To Steady Mobbin podcast.
The man let her do the cream. Let the man do the cream pie, bro. That's where I drew the line.
Okay, so like,
but I don't want to talk about it. But
okay, let's talk about it. It's a hot topic, right?
The homie fighter and just jumped off her right away. Like he just pounced. He's like, oh.
Wait a minute, you watched it?
I saw it, dude.
You watched
the whole thing? The whole thing. Just the cream part. The guy looked like he didn't want to cream. Like he looked like he had to do it because it was work.
Because it's his brethren. Yo.
That's so wild to me, but I don't want to violate Adam because I'm with you, Adam, but bro,
it didn't even look. It
doesn't matter if the guy did a cream pie. Like it's still a dude your wife.
Yeah.
Like,
but
it doesn't matter.
But Adam's the modern day Hugh Hefner, dog.
But here's the thing: like they're a couple. So like to me, this is like on par for a couple. If you watch any documentaries on stars, and their husband, this is what comes with the territory. You know what I mean? So like for me, it's not a big deal. Don't ask me if I would be cool with my wife. Like I'm not in.
My
wife is not in porn. Corn. Not in corn.
Sorry, YouTube.
All right?
You got
sorry, YouTube.
We like corn.
Yeah, you better be sorry.
Don't worry about it. Say sorry to me. I got to do the editing.
Sorry, Friday.
There's going to be mad blanks in there right there.
Corn. We can't say corn?
No, you say corn. No, YouTube's wild.
You got to say adult film, but you can't say P-horn.
Yeah. But they let the fresh and fit racist thing fly?
Fam.
Fresh and fit?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What happened fresh and fit?
Wait, we can't say corn, but that could...
But the N-word?
No, that can't fly neither. That can't fly neither.
The N-word can't fly.
No, not the N-word.
No, the N-word can fly.
The N-word can fly? What are we talking about right now? What's happening?
N-word can fly.
Hard ERs can't fly.
Hard ER can't fly.
But with the A?
With the A, yes. And sometimes they kind of push the goalpost a little bit and they're like, well, we don't like those neither. You know, that video's not monetized.
So Myron, like, calling Preach a monkey and all of that stuff. And
is Myron the ex-FBI?
Yeah. And the KKK hoodie and all of that can rock on YouTube.
That's wild, son.
It can't really, but those guys have backup.
Yeah, and it can. It actually can.
It can, but they are probably what they call a channel of interest at this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
for sure. They get
Right.
mad warning.
So they're opening up eyes. People are watching. They're like, okay.
But do you think like if you really dig, there's obviously something on like Fuentes, like you know what I mean, like something. And when it comes to like they're like, okay, you know how as Black culture we kind of have like Reverend Ike, and we got like all these like, you know, figures that can like kind of be saying like, what's his name, the Muslim, Farrakhan.
But he's banned on YouTube.
He's banned, but I can still see certain things.
Yeah, you can see
Right?
clips of him.
Yeah.
But a lot of these guys, even Nick Fuentes, all these guys, they're all banned
They're
on
all
YouTube.
banned, but you can still see things on them, right? So I feel like you'll forever be able to get your point across. Even if you are banned, even if you're saying the ER, even if we're saying PRN or whatever, however you say corn, right?
Yeah.
Like you'll still find a way to get around it, right?
Got
so
it.
it will never be hidden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I feel. Like,
It's all algorithms in
It's
the end
all
of the day,
algorithm.
too.
Yeah, true,
Right?
true.
But yeah, Adam, just
Adam
fix
22.
Up, bro.
Yeah,
Fix up, bro.
Adam
Fix
22.
up.
I don't
Fix
know.
up.
I don't know. I don't think he should. Keep going, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Keep going,
So
bud.
get more guys in there now.
Run that till the whole thing falls off.
So triple cream pie.
I think Adam's just got to understand. He probably does like after the first time. Like now, it's not going to be a big.
This
deal
is
anymore.
work.
So
Let's get that bread.
You know, unless he gets
He's
like
modern day, you know what in.
Kai Cenat or Speedy.
He's a
or,
modern day pimp.
Or like, you know, someone with some
He's not a simp.
social media currency
Yep,
to
pimp.
bag his wife.
No, you're
damn right.
No, Dusty, you saying something earlier. We were off camera. We were talking about how he's a PI, bro.
He's a modern day
PIMP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
he is. And that's his bottom bitch.
Yeah.
And she makes the most money out of the whole stable. So why not? His starting five, none of us could even get 4 girls looking like his starting 5 right now.
He has a starting 5.
And he has a starting 5.
Or they have one.
Man's
or
are
he
pimping
does.
crackheads.
He has a harem,
Man
man.
pimp crackheads and stuff and think they're getting bread. And now this guy has a starting 5 and man are trying to say he's a simp.
Bro,
that's crazy to me.
The post podcast was nasty work. She's like sitting there. She's like looking him dead in the eye. She's like, I was sore for 3 to 4 or 5 days.
Because they can talk like that. That's like if she's working for real and she was on our block and she's doing what she got to do in the hotel.
That's the promo.
That right there, she's going to be talking like that to her pimp.
That's her back page ad.
Thank you.
The No Jumper interview is the back page ad
The
right
back
there.
page ad.
So do you feel this guy has
Leo's
no attention? Like I'm no attachment rather? Is this all business for him?
No, he
Is
loves
this
his
all-
chick.
He loves.
Is he
I
in
would
love with
love
this
her.
girl?
I would love her. I'd be like, you're the only
fam.
woman that ever made me $1 million this quick.
A milli, bro. They made $1 million off of this so far.
Kiss her feet.
And I'm not saying that this is something that I would do it for because I wouldn't do it, right? But I'm
You wouldn't
saying
do
with them,
You wouldn't do it?
well, I'm
$1 million. $1 million.
Nah.
Couple mils all the time. Going in your bank account while you're sleeping. And all you hear ting, 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 ting. And she had to just do that one time, that little ting.
My girl's in the car
Friday's
listening to
thinking
this.
hard. And he's like,
Right.
should I answer this? Because my girl's going to see this podcast.
Yeah, mine too. And you know what? I don't care.
So what's your answer?
My answer is if that is the life I chose and that is the life we live, it's mine.
I feel like you're using some media training here.
What do you mean, media? I have I have none.
No, you're saying if this is the life I chose, like no.
No. If this is the life I chose, ask me an honest question.
Indecent proposal scene.
Okay.
Corn company comes to you, says, yo, we want to use your woman
because she's
in
bad.
a feature film.
Yeah.
She will get 1.5.
And then royalties amongst
Let's
that.
say royalties too.
Bro, we're going in full head steam.
Okay.
Because you know what? Most of y'all bitches is gonna
Friday,
be doing it for free.
If he asks you to cut this part out, don't do it.
I'm not. Because most of these girls are doing it for free.
Oh no, but we're talking about your shorty now.
My shorty. Now there's a difference. Now, what the difference is, if this is the life we chose,
ain't trying to clean
that is where we go.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
I
If
gotta
it's
answer.
not the life we chose, I can't go there. I'm not going there with the person.
But I
because
give you a
that's what
hypothetical though.
my
You're not a part of the life. This is a hypothetical.
But see, we're
you
speaking,
got the offer.
see, this is where it gets kind of twisted. We're speaking about a person who's in that life. You cannot go beat around it. Then I wouldn't be there. Then I just wouldn't be there if I'm in that life. He put himself. He manifested this.
Yeah.
He went and got a starting 5. Now it's called Plug Talk, bro. This is Lena the Plug we talking about.
I like what he's doing.
This
And it's called Plug Talk. It's true.
Come on, dog. This is women were doing this before this woman.
It's the oldest profession.
It's the oldest profession.
Hell yeah.
And listen, now she just stepped up. She just stepped it up to a higher level.
Bro,
Getting that paper.
they got her.
Bread,
she's the head, right?
she's the queen. She's the madam.
She's the bottom bitch, right?
Yeah, she's the bottom.
But then they got Sky Bree.
Yeah,
They got
that's a little rinky dink. You just put on the black here and there.
Whatchamacallit?
And then you got Sky Blue.
Kazumi.
Yeah, Kazumi.
Right?
She another one with
These are all
one
porn
Asian.
stars
You just
too,
give them
right?
that.
These are all girls who they do OF.
Yeah.
And
OF.
they're under
Under plug.
under Plug Talk.
Yeah.
Right? Like
That's
he
wild.
has, and like he helps them increase their OF subscriptions
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
and worth.
I'm most likely at a percentage at some point.
No, for sure. He gets a percentage.
So he's like an agent.
yeah.
Yeah, smart.
And he
That's-
smashes them together with his short.
And
I
that
saw
makes
those videos too.
content.
And I saw
Smart.
those videos. It's all over fucking Reddit.
Smart.
Yeah, there's a girl, Emma Magnolia, another one that I
Bro.
seen on their podcast and
Yeah.
stuff like that, who's huge in the game.
Maya Bijou.
Yeah.
You know Maya
Yeah.
Bijou?
Yeah.
He's Maya Bijou.
Yeah.
I'm so
And
angry.
That's what I'm trying to
Trish
say.
Stratus, all of them.
That's what I'm trying to
But
say.
anyways, back to my question to
Yeah.
you now, and I'm gonna pose it to you.
Me? Like me?
No, you already answered.
Okay, cool.
Like
But
Lori's
for you,
questions.
1.5 porn company says, "Yo, want your wife to do one film. You work out all the stipulations, hours, whatever. But it's one film, 1.5 plus royalties.
We're doing it. I'm gonna say no.
Nope.
What do you say?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that one though. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
There it was, right in front of your face. You just let it walk like straight by.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna
Bye
get it.
bye. See me
Don't
driving
worry,
through
Shorty.
in my
Don't be mad at me.
Lambo.
She might be like, "What do you mean no?"
Thank you. That's where the cornballness comes into play. That's where the simpty dimp comes into play. Your simpty dimps.
That's hilarious.
That's about your simpty dimps. Talking about
sorry.
no. That's
I'm
the
sorry,
simp
babe.
part. That's the simp part.
I'm
1.5.
not selling you off. yo.
Now you don't have.
Okay, I got something that I really. I say I have no topics, but I do. Because
We
one
have
of
a
these
ton.
topics-
We have a ton. I mean, we could talk about Keep Six a little bit. Since we're in media, and
Well-
he's a media.
Well, the thing is, some of these topics we've addressed already in past episodes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't like to go back on stuff.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. That's
I like
true.
to get some new whatever's right off the press.
But here's a different angle, right?
Talk to me.
Safety for your show, right? So
We'll
what?
talk about that too.
Ooh.
You know what? Actually,
But
yeah. Because when I pulled up on your show, even though it was cool, there was like a
Yes.
dozen other people in the place.
Yes.
None of dozen other, like entourage wise, there was like 2-3 other
Yes.
people who were being interviewed at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Luckily, because it's not like I don't got no smoke in these streets. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
That I might
Yeah.
have had to put the jigger in somebody. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
so we try to ask questions beforehand,
Mhm.
from time to time, if we have an inclination. But we started doing that.
See,
a
that's
lot
a
more.
problem. It should be based on inclination. It should just be a standard that's in there.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah. Moving forward, we do that. Moving forward, we'll be doing that. And moving forward, we won't be shooting like 4 episodes in a day.
Yeah.
It'll be where we just acquired a new space.
We
Next
want
door,
you guys there too.
Okay.
next
We
door,
there.
next door, next door, next door. It's just like
Whoa, where?
we partner up with the Waterfront Studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're like
Dope space.
yeah,
2
it's
levels.
yeah, and
The whole shebang. Talk to you guys off camera. Maybe we could make it mutually beneficial from a financial perspective.
no doubt.
You know. So yeah, we'll talk about that. But yeah, like just media safety. Like shout out to Keep Six. Wish you a speedy recovery. And
It's
just hearing
scary.
about his situation. And him being in media and us obviously being in media. I was just like set off a lot of alarm bells.
Yeah, I kind of got, I was like, whoa, that's how they're doing, man.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
stalking us.
And it was at
I was
his facility.
I went and got
Was
locked
at
and
his
loaded.
facility too. So, now that we got a new space, I'm thinking like, shit, man, we got to make sure like we're safe. Anybody who's in here is safe. Security camera, and just kind of just like, make sure that like
People aren't on their phones.
being in this space.
Yeah. No
is-
lives.
Yeah.
Giving drops and shit.
Like, we
lives
have
at
And you could never know who's going to bring the fuckery, right? But there's some people where it's obvious they're just going to bring a lot of freaking headache,
Yeah.
So we just have to definitely be more selective with who we have in our space too. 'Cause we
Yeah.
got-
But we want all the young boys. We want all the young boys to come swing by.
You should, because the thing is, no matter how gully some of these guys are, whatever like name brand block some of these guys represent, for the most part, and I would say 99%, of the guys who have come through, who have had mad cases and stuff like that, they're super respectful, fam.
That's good.
Clean up after themselves, all that. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much entourage they bring with them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's a misconception that goes into a lot of these young guys that are in the game that have these bad reputations. They're not bad people. You know what I'm saying? You know, you minimize the amount of people that they come with and you do a one at a time type thing and you're good to go, fam.
One at a time.
And it's for the safety of both you and for them. We want everybody to go home safe.
And at the same time, I remember you mentioning, I don't know if this was off camera or off audio, that interviewing a particular rapper could have the other side that they have issues with look at you a certain way. Is that something
you said that just now.
We were talking about this earlier.
Do you have to interview both sides just to kind of keep?
I unintentionally do it. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm like, I interview guys from the East End. I interview guys from the West End. I interview guys from wherever, downtown, wherever.
Yeah, well, it's a big issue.
I don't have a kinship to one side or the other who I'm going to be doing more interviews of. So in the end of the day, nobody can really get mad.
No, I agree with you. But you probably still get those messages.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. They're not like a bunch. They're not all the time. This is far and few in between because of the fact that we've interviewed people from so many different ends.
Got it.
So it already, people can see the neutrality already. They can see we're neutral.
He's a staple in our scene. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to give him a hard time about that.
Why were you going to diss me? It's just one. It was that one interaction because of the specific person. But for the most part, you can't tell me, well, you interviewed these guys from this end. I interviewed these guys from this ends too, and that end. On purpose, because I know Toronto can be that way. So you got to make sure that you're not biased for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're from a certain hood, yes, you might know a few more mans from over there. It might be easier to get to them. But don't just go and draw for all of them and make your first 10 episodes all these West End niggas. Now you're bro.
Yeah.
You're the West End show.
Yeah. Yep. You're the West End show.
I'm dying because I read the next topic.
Oh, the next topic? Yo, fam, I don't want to bring it up, but like, because it's stupid, fam.
What's up?
The Island Boys, bro. What's wrong with those kids,
Hold
man?
on. Are they part of Epstein?
No. That was debunked.
Oh, shit, was it?
I got debunked.
Okay, so for the people who, I guess, live under a rock, who follow social media, the Island Boys, I'm an Island Boy. They had their little viral hit, their one-hit wonder thing. And
that's crazy.
They started falling off the map. They like declined after that. Like, for the most part, nobody's seen them. You've seen them, but they're not for doing any more tunes.
Yeah.
They've been kissing them.
Yeah.
I don't think so, fam. I think they're trying to hold on because now there's a viral video of them kissing, right? And their brothers.
They're like they're about to.
No,
they're tongue kissing.
They're tongue kissing.
Yeah, it's tongue
but
kissing.
It's weird.
It's so bizarre.
But to me,
I think it's clout chasing, fam.
It's clout chasing, but you never knew them. They probably always been doing that. What make you do it now in public?
Because yo, fam, that check.
Like, that's a check?
No, fam. You gotta understand. I watched the video on these guys the other day.
Yeah.
They're making no money
right now.
So like the lifestyle that these guys have probably projected for themselves and like they made for themselves off the one hit, they're like, yo, I can't pay these car payments. Like I need to stay in this lifestyle. I need to be able to be cool still. People will do anything for this shit, bro.
Lord.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, somebody's gonna sign them.
God have his mercy.
I need this clout, bro. Okay, well, kiss each other. Just do it. You can just, people talk about it for a week. We're talking about it now.
But making out with like their lovers is kind of bizarre.
But we're talking about it, fam.
But see, this is the thing where we're wrong. Well, okay, like I don't mind talking about it because you already don't know. But it's like, brother, we're shedding light to it.
Yeah,
we're more shedding light to it.
No, but that's
if we think it's crazy, why we should, as media groups, we should actually, when these actions are going on and we don't care, and we're not part of their world, we should actually not.
No, but they're not part of their world. This is what I'm trying to tell you,
they're
fam.
in another world.
They're not LG, fam.
No, they're trying to go into their world. What do you mean?
No, they're not, fam. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
What do you mean they're not?
They're so clout hungry, fam. That clout, like. I need it so bad that like, they'll do anything, fam. To even kiss the next dude.
It's the hair
even
on.
Fam, I'm not trying to cape for these guys.
No, I know.
But I bet you these guys love pom pom. but they need clout. They need clout
money.
more than pussy, bro.
They need money right now.
And that money is dwindling,
So
bro.
they
Like,
would take.
I can't keep
So
up this
they would
lifestyle.
take a thing in their Frank in their hole right now.
Yeah, but
maybe not.
But not just a Frank, but they're tongue kissing his brother on
Fam.
on
That's
the
what
internal internet.
That's what makes me know that they know they have to tap into a certain community.
Well, no. Hold on, I have a question for you.
Check.
That's my next question. Are you pissed off because it's gay or incestual?
Sorry?
Are you pissed off because it's gay or they're brothers?
Yo, incest.
That's right. That's right.
Incest.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I would be like, bro, you really are that low that you picture your brother and say, come here, let me kiss you. And
they're both that low, fam.
They're both that's no.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
me, I think this is mental health. This is
100%.
this is some different type of scientifical drug they've been using before everybody else got it. Remember, when you're in Hollywood, you get different type of things, right? These guys get things before anybody gets these type of things. So they're probably on some delusional weird thing and they're kissing each other now. Nah, bro, I don't see them getting what check. They just go viral. And what?
No, but
are we listening to Island Boy now?
And hold on, before I give my answer to that, Glory, you're quiet over here on this one. Here,
I'm waiting for the next topic.
You have nothing on this. You podcast Glory.
Yeah. I swear he brought.
I have nothing positive to offer in this conversation.
Fire for it, right?
I'll say one more thing. I blocked the Island Boys after I saw one.
How did you block them like they talk to you?
No, I don't.
Get out of here. Black, I love you, dog. You always say some wild shit. You always say some wild shit. But I gotta be like, I gotta question that one.
Island Boys looking at their phone like, what the fuck, Blacks? What the hell, bro?
So Steady Mobbin just blocked me. I can't show him my French kiss. I'm gonna tag him this time.
So there's a bunch of celebrities I blocked.
Yeah.
I went out of my way and blocked.
Yeah.
Because I like my mental. I like my mental health.
Yeah.
And I saw Island Boys going nuts, and then one time, like a couple summers ago, I saw their girlfriend. And this
beautiful,
so bad.
I
was like, yo, block. This guy has a baddie like that. I was like, nah, I'm done. Click. It's bad for my mental health.
That's hate.
It's bad
hate
for 100% hate. 100% hate. I am hating. I am hating.
No, shout out you for him and everything.
Pardon?
She has a youth for him and everything.
That's why I'm telling you, these guys are not moving that way.
But how do you know she hasn't moved out the house?
Like the LG
already? She's like, yo,
is looking at them like, bro, we don't want you, fam. You know what I'm saying? You guys are faking the funk for the clout. Like if the letter gang, they're looking at them like, fam, you ain't gonna get in like that, bro.
Yeah, they're trying to get in.
But Florida, luckily they
do
live in
something
Florida.
else. Do more, and then we'll see. Do something else. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
See, this is
Give
what I'm
us a
saying.
better video. Give us a longer video. And now you'll see if you can get in the gang.
Yeah.
But I think incest is illegal in Florida. So if they do make a video of them, doing
in Florida, that's the deepest South, right?
Yeah,
there.
they don't incest over there.
TMZ doom video coming out next with these guys getting locked up.
I know.
I saw you kissing each other.
Good. No, but you see, that's not what world we live in right now.
No, they probably would arrest them just to. Oh yeah.
That's not the world we live in. But in those kind of states, could happen. Yeah, but other countries, it would for surely be going down.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
They'll throw them off a window or something.
Yeah, they'd just get you. But see that? Yeah, you're right. It's clout chasing at its best. But fam, I'm not clouded by that. Like I'm not. That didn't make me jump. That didn't make me now say, yo, I'm gonna go listen to your music. Like,
how does clout work? Because I agree with you. I think it was clout, but how do you translate that or monetize that? How do you monetize that specific situation?
Yeah.
Now, one, you drop a new single, right?
Called Kissing Each Other.
Something or whatever, right? You drop the new single. It could be anything. It could be
kissing each other.
What do you call it? A reggaeton hit. It can be whatever.
But still kissing you.
Yeah, and they can do it again in the video, right?
Oh my God! I say that's the thing to do.
Now people are gonna go stream the video, which gets mad YouTube monetization views and streams on Spotify or whatever. Now, Island Boy itself, people will be like, "Aren't those the guys, the Island Boy? What's Island Boy?" And then people go and stream that song to show their friend, this is what Island Boy is.
Oh, God.
Now the streams on Island Boy goes back up.
Oh,
so indirectly, the clout adds back to the thing that your main source of income is.
If that's their plan.
So what we're going to see, I can see this going this way. When they do the video and they're kissing each other now, the message they're going to be sending to little boys is you can kiss your friend or your brother. That's what they're now trying to push. That's the agenda.
It's this one thing. You see, the thing is, I don't look at it in agendas. I know there are agendas.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the people like, where's the bag at the end of the rainbow?
Where's the bag?
Or, I don't want to use rainbow. Sorry.
Wowzers.
Listen, salute to the LGBTQ IA plus community. I ain't got no smoke with y'all.
What is IA plus? IA stand
The
for?
extra.
Just don't ask me, fam.
That's the extra. That's the extras. The whole extra.
I'm just saying.
Yo, man's coming with acronyms.
Yeah. You have to. I mean, corn, all that.
When it comes to that whole thing, there's always money at the end of why are we getting online to do something right now? Why do you want to go viral?
That's what I'm saying. But
people don't usually, unless they're just quote unquote civilians who go viral by accident. When people are purposely trying to go viral, it's because there's something that is monetized at the other side. Right? Whether you can see it or not right there on the front facing, like, okay, how are you going to make money off of these guys, getting posted on other pages on Instagram? There's so much people talking about them that whatever that they do monetize, people are going to go check out. At least a percentage of the millions of impressions will say, let me hear this, or let me buy this.
Or merch, yeah.
I ain't buying it. I would rather buy the Gunna album before I buy that shit.
Speaking of which, that album's doing pretty well. It's doing good. It's doing well. I know it sounds free, but there's people who buy it.
Yeah.
And I have some friends in the US who are like, yo, I copped it.
Now, it's for those island boys. If they already have a fan base now, and their fan base ain't really with that, does it make them stop listening to them?
Their fan base is not like core connected type of fan. They're the fans who clinged on to, I'm an island boy, I'm trying to leave. Like, they don't have like a deep connection to these guys, right?
I thought that was the audio.
That was pretty dope, Friday.
I get in my singing bag. You can hire me for voiceover and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that was the real audio.
But, like,
I hear you, cuz.
They're not like invested like that. Like, oh, that song that changed my life. You know what I'm saying?
You never know. You never know.
I'm with Friday on that one.
Yeah.
They can do whatever.
They can do whatever.
And if they drop another song, people are just going to click on it to see what does this sound like.
He's for real. He's for real not in this conversation.
No, he's there.
I'm there.
He doesn't have any
because it leveled out. It leveled out.
Yeah, but I think we set a precedent here for Toronto podcasts. No more Island Boys. Just block them.
Yeah. Block them.
Yeah.
Just block the Island Boys.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got one more thing here, and it's not super hip hop related, but I think it will become hip hop related over time. The actors have now gone on strike in solidarity with the writers.
Yeah.
Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
They work once a week right now.
As of yesterday, and yesterday being July 14th, so now we're in July 15th while we're recording this. The actors have decided they're out of here too. And
that is big.
Yeah. So Susan Sarandon, she was on the picket line, and a whole bunch of other actors.
A-listers,
B-listers, extras. People are canceling interviews, walking out of interviews.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's take control, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
What's up?
How much do they get paid usually, a writer? What does a writer in LA get paid a year?
Who knows? Good question.
Well, we can look it up.
Average
Hollywood
pay per Hollywood writer, right?
Yeah, Hollywood per year.
Writer.
Hollywood.
Then we'll go into everything else.
Because I know LA the rent is like Toronto rent. And like New York rent.
So they're saying, how much would do Hollywood writers make? Meanwhile, average for Hollywood writer has remained virtually flat, about $260,000 as of 2001. In a Time magazine report.
All right, so an average guy makes $250,000 a year.
If you do one flick a year,
and you get through, and they pick it, you're good.
And even if you don't get picked, you
gotta get picked, man.
You gotta
get broke.
But you get paid for up until your pilot.
Okay. I don't know the rules with that, but there is that's going on. But
I think that's a staple number, $250,000.
Yeah, that looks like a good number.
Great number.
But the problem that they're having, the writers and the actors, is AI. AI is replacing writers' jobs. One of the complaints and one of the things that we used to have back in the days is being able to syndicate these shows.
Yeah.
So you can sell the IP, the intellectual property, over and over again.
Yeah.
But now, you put it up on Netflix, boom, it's out of there. You can only people are not telling you how much money they're getting per stream, so they're not giving you money on that. And now with the actors, they're saying they want to scan their faces, right? So they could do the one job and then use their likeness on other flicks without having to have to come back in.
Wow.
And so the studios are like, no, we want you to physically work.
No, the actors are like, you ain't gonna make me just come in for the one shot and then just use my likeness over and over. Right? Studios trying to cut the shit.
And I could see that being a thing in music too, man. And I could actually see artists actually probably advocating for AI to create music for them and monetizing that and some of that. So they don't have to do the work. AI could do the work for me.
Which brings me to my conspiracy hat. I don't know if you noticed in the last 2 years, a lot of the big artists were selling the music.
Yeah, but
a lot of them are selling the music.
Hold on.
Hollywood's about to.
So a lot of them are selling the music. Half a billion, quarter billion, whatever, respectively. My theory is that their advisor, like the guy who was handling the money, it's like, yo, this AI shit, bro. It's gonna kill it. It's destroy everything.
Yeah,
you need to cash out now, right? Before the wave, and we'll think of something else in the next 25 years.
And you're saying that's why artists are selling their catalog?
That's right. They're doing that now because they know what pop in the next 25 years.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a show for artists,
and we don't have an artist like a unified union, right? Like the ACTRA, like how they have over there in the States for the actors. Like production is still going on, like in other countries. Like I think in Australia there's still productions, or the UK there's still productions going on. But as far as the United States, it's a riggedy rap. No writers, no actors. You're getting reality TV down your throat, all the way to the end of whenever the strike is done.
Now actors can do their independent film.
No.
So there's two. Yes, there's two. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
If if you're a young up and coming actor and you're like, well, let me just come and snag a role. You will never ever be able to get into the actors union if you go against the strike.
Yeah, but so like if you're because you're striking as the actor, you can't make an independent movie right now?
No, fam. You're on strike. Everybody's on strike. We're not giving you nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the artist, we can do the same and really start finding out how much money we can be getting per stream.
Yeah.
Podcasts are the same.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this is streaming on Spotify, Apple Music, all these different platforms. We get paid if some ads, like if I find a way to get ads to run in between some of these episodes audio-wise, then we can get it back, right? There's a lot of rules and red tape when it comes to that. Cursing, all that type of stuff, right?
Sure.
But
it's depending on the brand, but yeah.
Yeah. Per stream, like let's say we're at 1 hour and 33 right now, right? You get like a 2-hour episode, okay?
Yeah.
You're not going to get money per stream. And people are streaming this. I know people who listen to us all the way to the end of the episode, okay? But a rapper or any kind of artist puts a 2-minute song on there and they're getting paid for every time people listen to that song.
Yeah.
But podcasters don't get the same.
No.
Right? But I'll do like the one thing on the good side of this. And, salute to all the actors and all that. You know what I mean? We stand with you guys.
Yeah.
But stuff like this, that's going to be up there in what people are consuming because we're not on strike.
No. Yeah.
Right? We're content.
A lot of podcast time.
Right? Because your favorite show is not in production right now.
So I'm in that boat too. I'm in the boat where it's like, death to death to the ops. That's the like, you know what I mean? Like, like they're all ops, get rid of them all. Burn it, start it again. And I think that's what's gonna happen with all this AI stuff. I don't foresee these studios backing down. That's an amazing from a business standpoint. from like looking at the money, inside out.
Yeah.
If I record Ben Affleck's face and I can do like 50 movies with Ben Affleck.
It's on. Like,
why do I need Ben Affleck again?
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah. And you know what? Sir? I'll be kind to cut you $250,000 check. Every time we use your face. Sorry.
Fuck out of here, bro. I used to get
check.
$60 million a movie, and then when they sold it in syndication, then they gave me another check.
Here's $250,000. That's what's gonna happen. I think,
bro. That's why the actors are pissed, though.
Yeah. The actors are really pissed, and I'm telling you, it's the same thing happening with music too. Because tomorrow you're gonna hear albums of like artists that we all love, but we'll find out it's an AI.
AI. It could be a Drake.
It could be like the next big thing. I think is gonna be AI. Like the biggest artist on earth.
I think we have to do a whole rewrite.
I want to hear a new Bob Marley song. And Marvin Gaye too. Sam Cooke.
Nah.
AI, do your thing.
Yeah, that shit will happen. And then
I know, and it'd be like so bubblegum and so like fake. I couldn't.
Did you guys hear that Timbo, Biggie, AI nonsense? That was so bad. That was so terrible.
Bro. And the man them are still
Timbo,
alive.
you should be ashamed.
And these guys are alive still.
Yeah.
That's the only way you could do it if the artist is dead, though. That does work.
Listen, Glory, don't get me started here. What did you say? Bob Marley AI?
No.
No.
How many did I just find?
But hold on.
No.
How many did I just find right here?
Hold on. Is this like new songs?
I don't know.
No.
What's the songs here? World of Music or World A Music. I'm Yours. Rude.
Oh my God, he's singing the "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's probably is.
Play that.
Let's hear this.
Wow, look at them dress up. Love hip-hop. Like an old song. Like an old song from him.
Like an old Bob Marley song?
Yeah, did they do an AI? Did they do an AI of like...
That's wild.
I'm sure there's old like One Love and those songs that
AI?
somebody's already did like Tupac One Love or something.
I probably...
Or like, I don't know, whatever poppin' singer.
Saying, bro,
Look up Sting if you cover any Bob Marley songs by AI. I bet you there's probably a market for that. Even in that self right here, this is like interesting.
It's interesting, but I just don't like the mockery. Like it feels kind of like a mockery. Like they're mocking my guy. Like Bob, you cannot replace that guy.
No, I don't think
his music is still timeless, anyways, right? So for them to make an
I
AI
think it's
Bob,
just more of a curiosity thing.
Yeah,
You're gonna take all the legends and have them do
but the Bob one,
new renditions of new songs.
Yeah, but it's
completely new songs.
Is it to make them feel? Is it to make me like? Did you feel like is that how he would sound now if he was still alive?
It was pretty close. It was pretty good.
Pretty damn close.
It was pretty good, man.
Well, now like you see with the art, with the actors going on strike for what they're going on strike for, with all this AI that's coming out for the music. You don't think that maybe the musicians should start like saying, you know what, maybe we should be trying to get the power back in our hands too, because the industry's been trying to take power away from musicians forever, right? Bum contracts, all types of whack publishing deals, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to just take your stuff and just use it without you even being there. Like, fam, maybe we should start following the actors.
I think the artists are just going to follow the money. Whatever makes the most financial sense,
right?
They're going to rock with it. Because I'm sure there's like a split between who agrees with the AI, who doesn't. But artists individually are going to vote for their own best interest. So whatever can make the most money and it requires minimal amount of work.
Well, speaking of bum deals, Lil Wayne sold his catalog too.
That's a lot.
How much was it? $250,000?
No, more than that.
No, way more than that.
Yeah, way like
sorry, not quarter million.
150
Not quarter million.
170.
I meant $250 million rather. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anywho, like that guy had bad business acumen. Unfortunately,
no, he had to get rid of it because he got caught with a gold gun in the airplane and the heroin. So that's how he sold. That's why he sold it.
But that was years ago. That was like 10 years prior.
No, and then the case came up. Remember, Weezy was about to do time again.
Really? I didn't know that.
Remember when he got caught for the heroin?
Yeah.
And
he got caught with heroin?
In the airplane.
When was this?
Holy.
You guys don't know about that?
No.
You're talking from like...
Nah, that was like...
I know Trump got him off for something not too long ago.
That was what it was
so
for.
That was for the
strap. with the H in the airplane.
In the plane.
Yeah, that's the thing he did time for.
No, he did time for the bus.
Gun. The gun in New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
in New York.
But listen, man.
That's why he had to sell his catalog.
I feel that these guys
they're gonna come for it.
They're gonna come for it.
These guys with the catalog, you might be onto something with that because with the whole AI takeover that's here now, right?
Their music will be deemed worthless.
Yeah, and the actors are seeing this, so they're like, "I'm off of this." You know what I'm saying? They're seeing this. They had no way of like selling their IP, like because they already acted the role, right?
Yeah, and they don't own the movies.
But moving forward, if you want us to come here and be in the trailer all day doing all this stuff, and then come and act and make your multi-billion-dollar movie for you, break off some more bread. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not going to use me again for the next 10 years because you already got my scans of my face.
That's right.
Wow.
Right? I think it's a good flex for them to hustle and get back together.
Yeah.
But
yeah, man. Listen, man, let's wrap it up here. You know what I'm saying? I think we got it here. We got about almost 2 hours of podcasting madness for your head top.
That went by fast.
Yeah, man.
It did.
Yo, listen, what do you guys have coming up on what's on your roster, fam? Let me get up in your booking catalog. You know what I'm saying? Go on.
So we're upgrading the Waterfront Studios.
Mm-hmm.
You can check us out on IG. It's Waterfront Studios. Shout out to Stewie. He's my
salute to Stewie.
Yeah,
salute to Stewie,
business partner who handles everything. And basically, we're upgrading the studio where we're going to be shooting the same day and then editing and then we're dropping it the next day. It's like more quicker now. We upgraded some equipment too, and that's
you guys gotta come by even just to chill. Like it doesn't have to be business or whatever.
Yeah, just relax,
chop it up.
Always in the neighborhood.
Even these conversations here are golden, and we record the conversations, whatever. And we
whoa.
Yeah. What happened? What did I miss?
Because he's like, we record the conversations.
Whoa. We got him.
Yeah. No.
We
better let me know when that red button's on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. And
you know what I'm saying?
We're slowly working out through our Affinity Stones of Canadian Legacy Act. We're going through. We have one that we're just trying to grab, and he is the most elusive guy. You probably know who I'm talking about.
Who?
The man. the man. I'm gonna say it. Chaos. We're working on Chaos.
Frick.
Have a great time. Have a great time.
I'm manifesting it.
You never know, fam.
Manifesting it.
Have a great time.
Yo, fam.
I love that guy.
If you can get him, bro. Is
he in Canada?
He's around. I feel like Chaos will pop up at events and stuff.
You'll see him walking down Queen Street.
Yeah. I've seen numerous times. I see him on Queen Street.
You'll see him on College Street, just walking down. You know what I mean, come on.
No, Chaos is
and we want some of the young talent on our show.
Yes.
Whoa! But I thought you said you guys were scared of it.
Well,
you're scared of Casper.
I'm always scared of Casper. I'm sorry.
Yo, you know what, guys? That should be your first guy on your show.
For me, I'm just selective.
No. Don't worry.
But we're open to having.
Me and Friday will. You know what I mean? Once we find out he's coming there, we will talk to the young man.
If there's an artist right now,
I wouldn't mind talking to Casper
from that generation. I really like the Crook. I like the Crook. I think he's dope.
Yeah.
I think he's dope. Toby, I see that. Salute to you, Friday.
Yeah, man. Toby could rap.
Interview.
Might I add?
Yeah.
Toby.
Yeah, he's dope.
Watch out for him with them rap skills, boy.
Yeah. Don't look out for that interview.
Look out for that interview.
Yeah. And then let the people know where to find you guys as far as social medias and anywhere where y'all want to find the content.
Check me out on Instagram, the Shot Review, THE_Shot Review. I'm also on TikTok, same name.
You can find me on IG as well as BLAQMVB for Blaq Mob. You can find us on podcast on Steady Mobbin 416. We have TikTok. We have all that shit. We're all over.
Does Belly follow you?
No.
Nav?
I'm not sure.
The boy, though, Drizzy.
Yes.
Drizzy, we want you on Steady Mobbin podcast.
Yeah. I hope so.
Use the time.
Yo, bro, if you want us in the bed or whatever you want to do, like whatever you just tell us what you want.
On that note,
that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You see what I'm saying, guys? It's like the Island Boy thing. Like, it's a man for the fucking fame.
You see? That's why I did not participate.
He's just an island boy. He's just trying to make it.
Yeah.
My God, Drake's Nails got this guy inviting him to bed.
Oh, shit. No, but hold on.
He is just an island boy.
I'm going to say here first.
See you naked.
I'm going to say here first before we go. Drake will interview anybody with black people. It is crazy.
Oh, you see the girl? You see that girl?
It is crazy, son.
You see that girl? The podcaster girl that he just did it.
Yeah, we all in the bed, right?
Bro.
In the bed, right?
No, he's just sitting down.
He's in a bed with a random person.
That's what you meant. Yo, you gotta lead that with that.
Yo, if you want me in a bed, if you want glory, you'll be on the top. We'll do something.
No.
It may not mean nothing to y'all.
Understand?
On a chair is fine with me, Drizzy. Actually, let's get crazy. Yo, it's getting wild right now.
Okay, Dusty.
Yeah, brother.
What do you got going on?
You know me every Monday, 89.5 CIUT,
Yo, big
6
shout
Degrees
out.
Radio.
Shout out.
You know what I mean? Me and DJ Slam and Maloney giving you the hottest in Toronto that you can hear. You know how we do. I'm Scary Potter.
MLNY.
You already know. Yowie.
We love hip hop.